Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Global Village Language and Global Pathways. I'm Naomi, your host and fellow language enthusiast. Today, I'd like to share my own language learning journey and why I believe that even in a world where AI translation is advancing rapidly, learning languages ourselves remains incredibly valuable. I grew up speaking Vietnamese at home. Like many of you, my first encounter with English was in school. At first, it felt like I was wading through a sea of unfamiliar sounds and grammar rules. I spent hours practicing phonics, memorizing vocabulary, and listening to the radio. It wasn't easy, but over time, English opened doors. I could read books, watch films, and make friends from different countries. A few years ago, I decided to learn Chinese. I was fascinated by the characters and the tone system. It was challenging to train my ear and produce the four tones correctly, but the process taught me patience and sharpened my listening skills. What surprised me most was how learning a third language became easier. That's because once you've mastered a second language, you can pick up others more readily. The language skills reinforce each other. People often ask, why invest time in learning languages when AI translation tools can translate almost instantly? We've all heard about devices like earbuds that whisper a translated phrase into your ear. Those tools are impressive, but they cannot replace the deep benefits of learning a language. First, bilingualism has profound cognitive benefits. Research shows that bilingual people have better attention spans and can multitask better than monolinguals because they constantly switch between languages. Bilingual children may be less distracted and more focused on tasks, and learning additional languages becomes easier. There are also health benefits. Bilingualism may delay the onset of dementia and Alzheimer's disease and is associated with lower stress levels and faster stroke recovery. Second, speaking more than one language offers an economic edge. Employers increasingly value employees who can communicate across cultures. Bilingual candidates often stand out because they can build relationships with clients and colleagues around the world, and this advantage spans industries such as tourism, journalism, and translation. Third, language learning provides an open minded outlook. Charlemagne once said that having another language is like possessing a second soul. Bilingual people tend to see the world from multiple perspectives and are often more adaptable and open to change. Being able to navigate different cultures makes travel richer. When you speak the local language, you connect more deeply with people and experience places beyond the tourist lens. Fourth, language skills enhance social life. Bilinguals can make friends in more than one language and engage in diverse hobbies and activities. Learning languages also strengthens empathy and cultural sensitivity. These human skills are exactly what AI cannot replicate. Now, back to the AI question. AI translation tools are fantastic for quick lookups and can help you understand the gist of a text. However, they still struggle with nuance and culture, idioms, humor, sarcasm, and politeness, levels embedded in languages. Language is more than words. It carries history, values, and subtleties that machines cannot fully capture. When you learn a language, you gain a direct window into another culture's mindset, building trust and rapport in ways that mediated communication rarely achieves. Learning languages also develops critical thinking and problem solving skills, improves memory, and fosters mental flexibility. These cognitive gains support lifelong brain health and resilience. In contrast, over reliance on technology can lead to complacency. Technology can fail, leaving you without a communication lifeline. True fluency and confidence to navigate real world interactions independently come from the learning process itself. Another important point is that bilingualism fosters identity and belonging. Growing up multilingual allowed me to appreciate different perspectives and build bridges between cultures. When I speak Chinese with my friends, I feel a deeper connection. When I teach English to my students, I share not just grammar, but also cultural context. I can't replicate the joy of discovering a new idiom or the pride of holding a conversation without help. Finally, being bilingual makes you ready for the future. Yes, technology is changing rapidly, but languages still underpin global pathways: education, diplomacy, trade, and tourism. Universities and employers seek people who can adapt, collaborate, and think across cultures. Learning languages is an investment in yourself that yields returns in cognitive abilities, career opportunities, relationships, and personal enrichment. My journey with English and Chinese has enriched my life in countless ways. It has taught me resilience, opened doors to new friendships and cultures, and given me skills that extend far beyond vocabulary lists. iTranslation is a remarkable tool, but it translates words, not worlds. If you're considering learning a new language, don't hesitate. Embrace the challenge, enjoy the process, and discover how bilingualism can broaden your mind and connect you to our global community. Thank you for listening, and I hope my story inspires you to start or continue your own language learning journey.